today find out that Carlton Cole was wearing the t-shirt.
Michael Asian.
Yeah, I mean, I can see this team. The shop is nearly as big as West Ham shop, you know.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Yeah, it is. Surabi, Cilok.
Surabi, Cilok, Batagor.
Batagor. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Boost and Glory!
Hello, Bandung.
Hello, everyone.
First, I want you all to say Kumaha Damang.
Kumaha
Kumaha
Dama.
Damang.
Wow. Okay.
What does it mean?
One more.
Okay.
One more. Kumaha Damang.
What does it mean?
How are you?
Okay.
Kumaha Dama.
Oke, Pak Belicnya sedetik, tapi tenang naon. Oke, sekali lagi. Kumaha Damang Bobotoh.
You make it such a difficult name.
Every time it's more difficult.
Kumaha Dama Boboto.
Kumaha Damang Bobotoh.
Boboto.
Kumaha Damang.
Ini in front
Okay,
of camera.
1, 2, 3. Kumaha Dama Boboto.
Alright.
Is that good?
Very
90%?
good. And now you are Sundanese.
Oh.
Okay.
Right? Okay, Boost and Glory, you are such a legend in Indonesia. A lot of fans. And how are you?
Good.
Good.
A bit tired.
Oh,
I
I
use the
know.
microphone because
Yeah, we came. It's just actually longer. We
Oh.
on the road 10
it's
hours.
right.
10 hours.
10 hours. Yeah.
Bumpy ride, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a lot of bumpy, no.
Yeah, yesterday.
No. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Actually, yeah. Just I was sober.
Oh, okay.
But the day before, no.
Okay, first I want to introduce you for this is one young talented player from PERSIB Bandung. This is Zalnando. Wow. Yes. Left wing,
Nice to meet you, bro.
but he got injured 1 month ago. Yeah. Left ankle was broke.
So now we got nice 2 months of relax.
Yes.
Right?
We like to eat hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah, holidays now, bro.
Now I can watch Boost and Glory.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Tomorrow.
No, but we
you
wish
can-
you a speedy recovery, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You'll be back in action soon.
Okay.
I watch
With Carlton Cole.
Boost and
With
Glory.
Carlton
More speedy
Come
recovery.
play here. Okay. Can you all introduce yourselves to Boboto one by one?
Okay.
Okay.
So my name is Frank. I'm drummer from Musik Glory.
Oh, beatkeeper. Beatkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bit clipper.
Okay.
Yeah.
The blaster. The blaster disaster.
And I play drums in band. I joined the band in 2015.
2015. And genuine you from
Italy. I'm from
Italy.
Yeah, I'm from Italy.
Oh, pasta,
Yeah.
pizza, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Don't even start on that.
Everything you want.
Everything I want. Okay. Okay. Next.
I'm Mark. I formed the band in 2009. I'm now the only original member. I'm originally from Poland. I used to live in London for 14 years, but now I'm back in Poland.
Oh, back in Poland again.
Yes.
Okay. Me.
I'm Graha, I'm playing lead guitar, and I joined the band in 2018. And originally from Poland also.
Poland also. Where?
Yeah, I'm Tema. Joined the band 2017, and I lived in London for 16 years. Now moved to Berlin, but I'm originally from Spain.
Wow. So
We are
where's
proper
Dylan?
mix. We are mixed of everybody.
So where's
You name
Dylan,
it.
man?
Well, I mean, let's say that if you lived in London long enough, you're a Londoner.
Okay.
That's it.
If you long enough stay in Bandung, you're Bandungers.
Oh,
Bandung,
well,
Bandung, yeah.
it's been a day only, so let's see about that. Yeah.
Okay.
But we only been here for like a couple hours. We already feel
You
Bandung.
Bandungers. Okay.
You know.
Okay. How this band is formed? What years? And how do you keep this band existing?
So we formed the band in 2009 in London.
Oh, it's been 14
we,
years, yeah?
Yeah, so it's now, what's that, 14 years ago.
14 years, okay.
Yeah, we play. We started as a like a regular weekend band, so we play like 1-2 shows a month for a few years, and then from 2015/17 we decided to start touring full time.
Okay.
So and obviously it's very important to mention that in 2014, if I remember rightly, it was our first time in Indonesia. We played one show in Jakarta, and it was great. So since then, our love started to your country.
Oh.
So we came back in 2018. We played Jakarta again and Bali, and now 2023 is our first full Indonesian tour.
And this is
So we're doing six shows. This is show number 3.
number 3. Okay. Okay. Do you find any relation between punk music and England?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
there's 2 main points for,
Yes.
for
Okay,
punk
can
rock.
you
It's
explain?
America and England. Say all the start like New York, the CBGBs, that's
Oh,
what they
CBGB,
created.
yes.
Like Ramones, that was the early 70s. Then the punk rock became more famous with the Sex Pistols and the 77 punk rock from London. So obviously London is like, let's say, La Mecca.
La Mecca
of,
what?
yeah, of punk rock.
Yes,
Oh,
the
punk
cup.
rock. Okay. The mic is.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope you catch that. But yeah, it's a
Okay.
big connection, London
Okay.
punk rock.
So we can tell that England is identical with punk, yeah?
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it, like Shema said. It's all started in England, and but now, to be perfectly honest, I see the bigger scene in Indonesia than is in England, and I'm not joking. It's
Indonesia?
yeah, the punk scene in Europe in general.
Yes.
Is really old now, you know. So when you go to the shows, the average age I would say is between 40, 50, 60 years old. Where you come here to a shows
60?
and you got 20 years old
Even-
kids going
even older.
crazy, you know.
Okay.
So I would say yes, it's all started obviously in England and America, but now Asia is taking over. So
Oh, no regeneration over there.
yeah, the generation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So the kids, like 20 years old kids in Europe now, they're more into different stuff, you know, than punk rock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but then we can go to Asia and enjoy with you guys. So
In
it's
Indonesia
it's
is-
all party.
Like 17, 18 years old, there's a punk.
Yeah, it's, but it's,
Yeah.
it's great. It's growing. I mean, we can see the progress of the punk scene growing since we first time we played like 9 years ago, 2014. So we played the smaller show. Then 3 years later we come back for the bigger show, and now we're doing full tour. So we can see straight away that the your scene is growing. You know,
Okay.
but punk rock, skinhead scene, and football scene too.
Okay, that's unbelievable.
And it's just a shame that there's not many European bands coming to your country. You know,
Okay.
every time we said that in the previous interview, every time some bands asking us how is Indonesia, how is Asia in general, we always say this is the best place to go, and they said really? Because for us,
They
it's
don't
like,
believe it.
It's not that they don't believe it. It's like you know, going to the other side of the world is like
Okay.
you know, it's a very long flight. It's a very expensive flight. You don't know what to expect. So you know, like lots of people, especially like I said, the older bands, they're kind of afraid what they're gonna see here. You know, if it's gonna be safe, it's gonna be, you know, like other things. But we come in here, we post lots of pictures with the,
Yes.
you know, and we telling them you should come to Asia because this is the place to be. You know, for fun
Especially
like that.
Indonesia.
And especially
So
Ronaldo.
you tell me you have been in two city, yeah?
Yes, Selamat and Sragen.
Sragen and
Yes.
Selamat.
Selamat is Selamat, yeah, on this tour.
Then what do you think about this city
Yes, punk Indian.
and this culture punk in Indonesia?
Well, in Selagen, we came on the stage and it was 12,000 people in front of us. So it's like, come on,
12,000.
12,000 people.
Man.
That don't happen in Europe, you know.
Okay.
That doesn't happen.
I mean, it
Oh,
happened.
yeah, that's-
Happened at the festival.
Huge fans, eh?
Yeah,
Okay, 12,000 people,
yeah,
and they're all hype.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, how you describe the relation between punk music and football? That is what relation?
Well, there was a few bands which I'm inspired
Yes.
by. All the bands, like mentioned the business of Expara, they always been connected to football, and I think that this, I would say not anymore, not many bands are into football anymore.
Oh.
It's only a few selected bands which actually wanna have connection to football. It's probably also because of the football politics. You know, you go to many football stadiums in Europe and you got all these racist things. You know, we don't want to be associated with this.
I mean, my experience. I mean, I grew up in Italy, so
Okay.
I mean, everyone was. I mean, I used to love football when I was really.
Used to.
I used to.
I used to. Okay.
Yeah, but I played for a few years also.
Oh, you play also.
And but then I lose interest because I was into music more.
Ah,
You know, I was like.
Focus, eh?
Yeah, because I mean, Italy is a little bit different. Like mainly the people who follow the punk scene is not really into like a mainstream football.
Oh, okay.
Or we have also, as Marseille is like about politics. You know, you have like a Lazio, a lot of right wing, or you are Livorno, like left wing. You know, it's like it was about politics. I was more focusing on the music than following the football.
Okay.
It's mainly like music, punk scene, like a scene is rated also for hooligans. People go to the hooligans and people who go on like a Saturday or Sunday do riots and stuff.
Okay.
You know, it's like a ultra mentality, also related with the skinhead scene. You know.
Okay. Wow, this is interesting, eh?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a lot.
So in Europe, it's not. I would say what you think is in Europe is not
Yes.
really the right thing. I mean, you should. Have you been to Europe before?
Oh, no. You want
You
to
guys
take me
should-
to Europe?
Of course, you come to Europe. We take it to football. I mean, it's still lots of good things about football. It's like I always said football is the best thing ever, you know.
Okay.
And I prefer football than music, if you ask me.
Okay, you.
Yeah, but he don't agree with that, you know. So we always fight like that. You start with a pizza or football, you go all night talking.
Okay, the difference is good. The difference is good.
Yeah,
Different from
of
me is
course.
good. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, a real
choose
man
football?
likes football. You know that, right?
Okay, I know.
There are several clubs from London who play at Premier League. Yeah. My question is why West Ham? Is there personal reason?
No, like I said, you know, I come from punk rock background. So when I listen to my favorite bands, were always connected to West Ham United. So when I moved to UK, like now it's 18 or 19 years ago, it was natural choice to go to see West Ham, you know, and it stays. You know, lots of my friends in England also they've been West Ham all the since they were born. So it was not like the question like, oh, you go to England, oh, let's pick the team, this one. No, it was straight away, yeah, you in London, you need to see West Ham, you know, mainly because of the bands inspired, you know.
Yeah, because all the punk scene, like punk and skinhead scene, is related to West Ham. I mean, the few bands like Last Resort. I mean, the singer is like related to the Millwall. But
Yeah,
about the question about like originally, I know bands related with football. But if you want to ask about football,
but I admire for the rivalry, West Ham and Millwall.
Yeah, I was. It was a cup game. I can't remember what because now in the top divisions in England, there's no fights whatsoever between fans. There's no fight.
No.
You can go to a Chelsea pub with 200 Chelsea supporters wearing West Ham, and they just said, "What are you doing here?" You know, just that. It's like that.
Okay.
So it's no more fights. We went to. I only saw one trouble when I used to live in the UK. I was between supporters. It was obviously West Ham Millwall Cup game. So there was the pitch invasion. You know, it was a little bit of throwing glasses, but it was nothing. It was no real fights. It was like
You go to the pitch and throw.
No, I didn't. I just watched that from the top. I was with my wife. You know, like.
All right, I believe it.
yeah, but this, for example, in Italy, this still is going on. You know, like fighting is
In
something.
Italy, there is?
Yeah, like last week, was the Roma and Napoli. They
Roma
met
and
the-
Napoli, yes.
Yeah, they
Roma
met in a
and
motorway, so they stop in the middle of the motorway and they start fighting. You know, one guy was stopped. You know, like real fight. You know, so
In the motorway?
in the middle of motorway.
Yeah.
So they cross each other, you know, because England they stopped fighting because there was a lot of camera, a lot of police, so you're not allowed anymore to fight.
Okay.
Italy they trying to do as same as England, but So people now they meet outside the stadium, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know, they like gas station. They you know
Or
they
forest.
fight. Yeah, they
Forest.
yeah they do different way.
Right.
Of course, it still happen in the stadium, but you know this big amount of police and you know it is a law in Italy. If they catch you throwing the bottles against police and stuff, you're banned from the stadium
Okay. For life.
not for life. I think 2 years, and then
Okay.
but still you know.
Yes, you can.
But you know, so people who, I mean, the ultra mentality want to fight. They okay, I want to fight, so let's meet in, you know, gas station
Give
somewhere.
them a ring, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you go to the ring to fight.
no, it's like it's not. I mean, I know. I mean, it's not my thing, but like it's the ultra mentality, or hooligans mentality. So they word, you know. So I guess. You know.
For Mark, I know you, the real hammers. You are
The
the
real
hammers.
The real hammers.
I just want to know who the greatest player ever in West Ham.
Well, I have to say Bobby Moore, obviously.
Bobby Moore.
But from the modern players, I have to say
The
from,
captain,
from,
yeah.
from today's day, I really like Ben Rama. I think the current manager don't give him enough chances to play, and I think he's a really game changer. Ben Rama.
Ben Rama.
Then,
But I have to. My first choice would be Bobby Moore, of course. I have to say Bobby Moore.
This
Otherwise,
is a
I
legend
have
for you. Bobby Moore is a legend for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Have you all heard about PERSIB Bandung?
We have to look. We're not gonna lie that we did. You know, so it's like of course when we've been invited to play in Bandung, we received tons of messages from people from Bandung about your team. So we checked it out. You know, I only just today find out that Carlton Cole was wearing the t-shirt.
Michael Asian.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's, you know, so he's it's really. I mean, I can see this team. The shop is nearly as big as West Ham shop, you know.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Yeah, it is.
Is it like
Yeah.
West Ham shop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I can see that you guys into football a lot, and we're really looking forward to meet all your supporters tomorrow. You know,
And
it's
now
gonna
you may look your follower on Instagram. It's grown up.
be, of course. Yeah.
Just look.
Yeah,
Just
we're
look
looking
now.
every day like, oh my god.
One day, today you're gonna pump. Okay. Enough for the football. Little bit, okay. Matt? Now music.
Yeah, cool.
Now
Music.
music.
That's our
Okay. Who inspired you all on music and the idol?
Well, I guess everybody has their
Yes, yes.
person, right?
One by one.
So-
Okay. One by one.
You can start.
Yeah. All right. So
You can
I was
start.
at the
And
beginning.
Your mic is.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. At the beginning, I was inspired by Spanish old school 80s,
Okay.
and also like, some classic bands. Like it's kind of weird because I really like punk hardcore, but one of my favorite bands when I was a kid, teenager, it was The Cure.
The
You know?
Cure, man.
The Cure.
Friday I'm in love.
He's always involved.
I prefer the previous album, the real punk rock album, Three Mighty Boys, you know, and the bass lines are very, very,
Yes.
you know, very powerful there. So, but from there, I moved to Spanish, more like punk hardcore, street punk. Then obviously UK '82, Exploited, GBH, you know, and all the classics as well, like Pistols, The Damned, you know, all these bands, and the American version, Ramones.
Okay, next.
I mean, it's a hard question because when I was a kid, I started to listen to rock music with the Aerosmith.
Whoa,
So
Tyler, yeah,
I
okay.
was a little kid, and then I went into the like mostly metal music. So for me, the greatest one was always Chuck Schuldiner from the Death.
Yeah, okay.
Then my friends like introduced me to the hardcore music. So of course I met Madball, Agnostic from the Sick of It All, all these hardcore
Sick of It
New York
All.
bands.
Old school, man.
Yeah.
Now you.
Well, if we, if you want to start from my first punk experience, I would say the first punk band I ever heard it was Exploited,
Exploited.
and
okay.
shortly followed by Cock Sparrer, and Cock Sparrer kind of stole my heart because it was more melodic. I still love Exploited, don't get me wrong, but I'm more. If we're talking about punk rock, it needs to have a melody, you know. And as my favorite band, Cock Sparrer, saying, if you cannot whistle the melody, that means that band is shit. So it's very difficult to say, oh, this band is my band. It's not.
No.
It's
A lot of band.
yeah, lots of bands.
Okay.
I mean, like a Kahan for me, like I started listening to to punk and metal same time, you know, because when you're like 12 years old, 13, you have the like you know your friends like pass you the cassette, you know, the
Yes.
So at the beginning was a mix. I can say the first show is so like in '96 was Ramones. So since there, like I started watching, you know, was the band I watched live was like. I mean, I can say the band who inspired me as an attitude was Agnostic Front. You know, it was the band who literally I saw them like wow, you know, I want to play something like that. You know, like a crazy. It was a mix between like punk attitude and metal. You know, music, you know, kind of way. So this
good symbol.
The calls for alarm.
yeah, it's like this kind of mix. I like it, like you know, because metal. I mean, metal was like too much. You know, this static.
Okay.
Punks, the music to me was too easy.
Okay.
But this band, you know, mixed together, and to me was like, you know, this. So hardcore I can say is like my favorite kind of music still. Yeah, but then of course I listen to tons of metal. Even I love reggae or punk. You know,
All kind
so,
of music.
Yeah,
I love music.
Talking about Agnostic Front,
Yes.
for many years, I had the back of my jacket. You know, for punks, what you put in the back of your jacket,
Yes,
the biggest
emblem.
the biggest one that I had, it was the cover of Calls for Alarm with Agnostic Front for like many years, my favorite jacket. And I was
where's
wondering,
the jacket?
it fall in pieces. It was so many years ago.
Okay.
But that was a cover of Agnostic Front in the back of my jacket for many years too. You know, so.
So we
Hardcore
can
was also part of
yes,
my
the legend band Agnostic Front.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Final question, Jordan.
Final question.
This is
Final
Come on.
question about football.
Well, we're football players here, so we need to know, right?
But I want to know, as a musician, who's better, Leo Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Lewandowski.
Maradona.
My name is Maradona.
Maradona.
I want to you answer now.
For the classic players,
Messi or Ronaldo. That's it.
I mean, I guess maybe Messi, right?
Messi.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, one of the best of all times was Marco van Basten.
Wow.
Oh,
Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, and Frank Rijkaard.
Yeah, that was in the,
But for now, I think they are
GOAT?
both great players. So it's hard to choose. Like Messi won the World Cup, so some
that's
some
why-
people
that's why I
say
say
he's
that.
better now, but
nice on the
it's
right.
hard to choose between two great players.
Two great
So
players.
I'm gonna choose one.
I will know.
I think
No Lewandowski, no
I mean,
Lewandowski.
Messi, Ronaldo, obviously they're both great players, but they were great players. But I think Mbappé nowadays,
Oh, okay.
a young player who unfortunately he plays for the French team.
Wait a minute.
But let's
What
not,
the
no,
country?
we're not gonna
You
go
want
this
to
way.
request?
But yeah, Lewandowski, come on.
Okay.
Lewandowski.
Okay. I accept that Lewandowski.
He broke the question
Barcelona,
wrong.
okay?
Yeah.
Now Barcelona.
Now Barcelona,
Now
yeah.
Barcelona. Okay. Now from Italy. No.
From Italy.
Yes.
When
The best player.
Franco Baresi.
That's so old school. Franco Baresi, Costa Curta.
Yeah.
And
Roberto Baggio.
Maldini, Roberto Baggio. Baggio mah pelawak di dianya.
Schillaci.
Stilaci men, come on.
Okay, this is Del Piero.
Del Piero, I know Inzaghi.
Inzaghi.
Totti.
Francesco Totti.
Francesco Totti, that's the
We call him
man.
Francesco Totti.
Okay guys, thank you very much.
Oh, it's
Thank
a
you very
pleasure.
much.
Yeah, my pleasure, and you must rest.
Very much for
Enjoy
interest.
Bandung,
Thank
and
you very
you
much.
must try all the food in Bandung. You must try bacagor.
Bacagor.
Yes, bacagor. You might
Bacagor.
bacagor. You must try cilok.
Cilok.
Cilok. Nanti
Krishna, write it down. Go have to try.
Surabi.
Surabi, Chilok,
Surabi, cilok, batagor.
Batagor. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And for the closing, we all can say menang bersama together. No ya, no pakai together ya. Menang bersama. Menang bersama.
Menang bersama.
Okay.
Together.
On three, okay?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Menang bersama.
Look, skinhead screws, cause the rules from